Hey Virgo, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we happen to help you find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of our Virgo friends from the 5th through the 11th, year 2024. So on the astrology chart, okay, Virgos, you are in the 5th house of pleasure and children and planning and, you know, brown chicken, brown cow, fun times with your committed partner. And you only have the two sisters, the asteroids, that are physically sitting in your chart again. So if you are looking for any other types of connections, you're going to want to take a look at what's going on in Pisces, which that's going to come up for you this week. On Friday, it's going to be Sunday, that's going to be one of the worst days of the week for you, potentially, and I'll explain why. Or you're going to want to see what's going on within your ruling planet, which is Mercury, and Mercury is moving into Aquarius. So that is going to change the conversation and the communication style for every person, regardless of what your sign is, because of how fast it happens to move. Okay, the reason why Sundays could be very contentious for you is because, again, your opposing sign across the chart is Pisces, and the moon is going to shift into the Pisces on Sunday, and there's a conjunction with the moon in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces, so you will directly be affected because of the opposition. Now, the conjunction. What I like about the conjunctions and the way that the oppositions show up, it doesn't have to kill you to death, but it's giving you the information that something is going to be triggered and highlighted for you on that particular day. What you do with it is on you. Okay? Now, the bottom of the issue for me is with this whole 5th house energy. All of you, sun, moon, rising, the Virgo placement in the astrology chart is in the 5th house, which rules those things. This is going to be about putting a little bit more energy into what's going on there within your happiness, right? So this is going to assist you with energizing any of those different types of things that are going on within that 5th house, okay? So again, that's going to have things to do with your kids, if you have kids, your spouse. It has things to do with anything involving the aspect of creativity, hobbies, recreations. Like I said, your besties, your your husband, wife, your lover. If you're not married, yes, you can put your boyfriend and girlfriend into that one as well. But very specifically, your creativity. And this is asking you this week to own that. You have nothing literally holding you back until you get towards this energy of Sunday. And even then, it's not necessarily completely negative. It's just an activation that's going to be taking place. However, like I said, Mercury, your ruling planet, moves into Aquarius on Monday. And so that's going to shift everyone's thought process, because everyone has Aquarius in their chart, but specifically for you, Mercury in Aquarius is going to have things to do with it really bringing forth original ideas for you specifically, okay? And how you can use those original ideas. You want all of them? You want this one. How you can use those original ideas to switch some things up. So we're going to leave the death card, and if the other ones want to pop back out, we'll take them, but the death card in the reverse position wanted to show up, so let's start with that, okay? So the death card shows up on Monday, and the reason why this is important for you is that on Monday there is a conjunction that takes place with Mercury in Aquarius, okay, and Pluto in Aquarius. Another activation point, okay? So the death card is representative of Pluto on that day, or Scorpio energy, okay? Let's get to Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday's energy is the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. Okay, that's good. Not a lot of strategy taking place. That's what I see, whether it's you or anybody else. Let's move to the energy of Wednesday. Okay, thank you. We're going to put this in the sideways position because that's what Spirit's telling me to do. We do have the energy of the lovers, which is showing up here, which is Gemini. So this is your sister energy that's also governed by Mercury. Now, the Lover's energy, I like this because this is talking about becoming a little bit more mentally aware of what's taking place around you, because we can see that there's not a lot that's taking place here. Not negative, it's just there's not a lot of activity taking place. We'll get clarified. Let's get into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Nope, please pop out. Thursday's energy for our Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thursday. Yeah, big energy day. Thursday. Okay, they want all of them. Okay, we're going to take them because this is important. Thursday is going to be a very big day for all signs, again, because we have 4 conjunctions that are taking place. We have, while the moon switches into, let's review. First, the moon this week is in Sagittarius, which is supportive for you, okay, because it's extra energy. Then the moon shifts into Capricorn, which is also supportive for you. Tuesday's probably going to be a very interesting day for you because of a trine. Wednesday, the energy is still with the moon in Capricorn. Thursday, the moon shifts into Aquarius. When the moon shifts into Aquarius, that creates the opposition also, a conjunction with the moon in Aquarius and also Pluto in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius, Mars in Capricorn super early in the morning, and then we have a couple of squares that are going to develop. This is a huge energetic day for a lot of people, okay? So you want me to shift it. They said shift it this way. Okay, so we're going to shift it this way. Perfect. That's more better. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the 8 of Swords, and then the 4 of Pentacles upright. Okay, so I can see where they're going with that. This is a lot of energy that's taking place for you on this day, and because both of your other Earth signs are in this, it's going to throw you potentially just a little bit here. So we'll talk about that more in just a little bit. Let's get to Friday's energy. New moon in Aquarius on Friday. Let's see what we have. Okay, what we have is the Knight of Swords. Yay! I like that. I like that. That's also Gemini energy. So maybe Gemini is very important to you. You could have a Gemini. You have Gemini very heavy in your chart. Okay, but it's Mercury, so this is Mercury energy. So we'll talk about bringing that down to Mercury's level. And then I don't know if I mentioned it, that the 7 of Swords is also Gemini. Did I not mention that? The 8 of Swords is Aquarius. All right, so we have 2 cards that we're going to keep. Yeah, it was the same. I don't know why I challenged myself. These are the same ones that wanted to show up before. That's fine. When we get to Saturday, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and then we also have the Justice card, and we're going to leave them in reverse. Saturday, we do have a huge square that moves over with Jupiter in Taurus, having an argument with Mercury, which is you, in Aquarius. So this is going to be a very, very interesting day. Now, it will flip a little bit later on in the day because the moon shifts into Pisces. But like I said, Saturday, when the moon starts shifting into Pisces, that's when things start going a little bit, let's pay attention. Anytime the moon is in Pisces, Virgo, you got to pay attention, okay? All right, let's get to Sunday's energy, which is going to be the wonky day. Okay, I'll take it. I will take it. So here's the deal. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups, plenty of options, plenty of blessings. What this is going to be about for you, Virgo, is releasing yourself from feeling as though you have to have everything figured out. Now, I can say this because I'm a Virgo moon, so I am emotionally driven with the best intentions of what Virgo is about, which is about perfection of service. Step 1, step 2, step 3. It's got to look like this. That's got to be done. That's the best part. Obviously, I mix in the other signs, but the emotional energy for me is if it looks right on a piece of paper, if it's, you know what I'm saying, you're a Virgo, you understand what I'm talking about. So that is how I am emotionally driven. So pay attention to that, okay? But even if you're a Virgo sun or a Virgo rising, you're always going to have that planetary position of Pisces coming against you just a little bit. Anywho, we have the 7 of Cups, bottom of the deck, options and blessings. Don't let it confuse you. You will have many things that are going to show up for you this week that are going to trigger, but also support your emotional health and well-being. So this is going to be an interesting ride this week. Now, The reason I mentioned the sisters, the two asteroids, is because they have heavy value. The fact that we only talk about Chiron and Aries is stupid to me. All of these other asteroids are here to lend their support as well. So let's talk about it. Let's start with Monday. We got Pluto. We talked about Pluto in Aquarius having a conjunction with Mercury. Okay. When the moon shifts out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So that can slow the boat down for you as far as being a little bit resistant towards any type of information that is shared with you on this particular date. You don't have enough details is what the universe is saying here, this Monday, Tuesday energy. You don't have enough details to do anything with this conversation, but I'm going to tell you that the asteroids are going to challenge you on where it is that you're making commitments. That is exactly what Juno is talking about, and Black Moon Lilith is asking you, why are you making that commitment? So before you go through and you make this change based upon this option that's available to you this week, why are you doing it? Okay, and who are you doing it for? Why are you doing it, and who are you doing it for? That's the reason that you have to ask the question this week. Again, you're in the 5th house, so this is how you are merging energy with other people. Now, the 7 of Swords in a reverse position just literally means that there's no strategy. There's no energy that's being moved towards doing anything specific because you don't have enough information. But even if something was to show up, the information is not negative. The 7 of Swords in reverse is that there's no action, there's no movement, there's not even a mental thought process about someone trying to screw you over or do anything negative. I said what I said. We get to this energy of Wednesday, and we have the lovers. This is what we're trying to get to. So if you're new to my channel, any card that shows up for me sideways is the energy of what we're trying to bring in. Could be some changes and some strategies going on within personal relationships. Now, the reason I took so much time at the beginning is because it will have something to do with your committed partner. Whether you're married to them or not, if you guys are living together, if you have children together, whatever the case may be, whatever your situationship is, there's more conversation, energy, and effort that's probably going to need to come up on Wednesday. Again, Wednesday is going to be one of the better days of the entire week for most signs, because we have a conjunction that shows up here with the moon in Capricorn and Venus in Capricorn. Ta-da! Activations going on for the lovers. But if you're single and ready to mingle, okay, and this is joy about other projects and creative energies, there's going to be something positive that pops off for you on this day. Let's move to Thursday. Thursday's going to be crunchy. It's going to be super crunchy. We have the Queen of Pentacles that's in the reverse position with the 8 of Swords and then the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. She is not happy. Something is incorrect. We are concerned about something that is affecting our stability. Therefore, we have put ourselves into a mental prison with this 8 of Swords energy. Okay. And this is stinking thinking. This is mini devil energy here, but this is Capricornian energy. We're concerned about how things are shaking up, and then we get back to good with this 4 of Pentacles. Now, the best part of this is that we're at least stable if we got rocked off of our core. The worst thing about the 4 of Pentacles is that, especially when it comes to physical, tangible, touchable dollars, you might be afraid of spending something, and that's something you have to address, because currency must flow. So I said what I said. Now let's move over to this Knight of Swords energy, which I love. The Knight of Swords is talking to us about bringing something very swift, moving very quickly. Usually the energy of this information, this news, this contract potentially is positive. But it will require you to put a little bit of thought process into whatever this option is, because whatever this is, it's going to need to be discussed here so that we can clear the air. Usually it's positive, okay? So I just want to put that out there. So then when we get to the energy of Saturday, we have this 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Justice card in reverse. So it's possible that you are made aware of something, okay, within your spouse or your connected person, or even if it's just you single ready to mingle and some projects, the universe is indicating to you that on this day it's probably not the best day to get rocking and rolling with that project. There's lack of effort, lack of motivation, lack of the right information being available. This is Virgo energy. 8 of Pentacles is Virgo energy, okay? And then when you have the Justice card here, that's Libra energy in the reverse position. Well, you don't have to be a reader to understand that this is not a good combination. Somebody could be asking you to do something that they shouldn't be. Somebody could be telling you that, well, you have to do this and you have to do that in order for that. No. So there could be a piece of information that's given to you this week where you're going to have to really sit and think about it and put some energy into it. Some of those energies could be taxes. Some of those energies could be, like I said, other contracts or other projects that you're involved with. So when we get to the energy of Sunday, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. You are going to have to sit there and think about this. These are blessings in disguise many of the times, but you have to work your way into understanding the positive energy of this. At the end of the day, you're in control. So the Seven of Pentacles energy that we do have here is Taurus energy, just to put it out there. You've planted these seeds. You can only get 10 seeds per plant. Okay, so you have an opportunity to decide, do I repot this plant? Or do I put some fertilizer on it? I'm going to make some decisions. I'm going to reevaluate some things that are going on. If it happens to be financial, that's one thing. But we do have other energies of some projects and communication that's also going to take place. So this is an invitation for you this week to be looking at the way that you are communicating to most people, including yourself, about options and opportunities that are showing up. Okay? Whew. All right. That was a lot. Mercury is going to be having some conversations very harshly this week with what's going on with Jupiter and Taurus. Some of those conversations are going to be very, very good, and some of those conversations are not going to be so very good. It's just a matter of listen. You got to know where your money is so that you can know where it's going to be circulated, and make some budget cuts if you need to, or make some decisions. It's not negative. It's real life. It's practical energy. That's what we do. So the Four of Swords on the Death card is indicating to you that you can rest for just a little bit, but I would really be talking to Mercury on Monday. Make sure that you're taking time for relaxation, meditation, those different types of things, because this is enthusiastic energy that's showing up. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative, okay? It doesn't have to be negative. There could be a positive situation in which hey, you have to take care of this. Like I said, I brought taxes up, but you have to pay this fee, or you have to do this thing so that it increases your awareness. Your spirit team will be working with you very heavily on Monday if you allow them. Tuesday's energy, Seven of Swords in reverse, is the Strength card. Or no, I beg your pardon, it's the Hermit. Ooh. Well, now, hello. Interesting, isn't it, Virgo? So, you came into your own thought process, okay? You, on this day, are going to have to listen to what somebody else is having to say. The best part about us is that we speak up for ourselves. But on this particular day, you're listening very closely to something that's being shared with you. The worst thing about the Hermit card being in the reverse position is it's a little bit of loner energy, okay? So we're not listening completely. But you're going to have to figure this out, because this is indicating this is you taking a look at some information that's coming in. All right, let's take a look at the lovers, because again, it could be directly related to your person that you're living with. The lovers. What do we got on the lovers? Oh, merciful heavens. Okay, here we go. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus. Eight of Swords, the Hangman. So, the Eight of Swords showed up twice here, so we're going to have to put a little bit more emphasis on what that looks like. The Eight of Swords in the reverse position here, and then it turns into the upright position here, means that there's definitely stuff taking place with you and an alternate person or an additional person. Knight of Pentacles is Taurus, like I said. The Eight of Swords energy, like I said before, has everything to do with Aquarius. The Hangman in the reverse position is our Neptunian Piscean energy. Okay, just letting you know, that's what it is. And that's talking about the level of sacrifice and other things. So this conversation to me is like you could be dealing with the Taurus or someone else that brings resources into the house who is feeling very open-ended about wanting to move forward in a very sort of blind direction about this information that comes through. Again, Mercury comes in here and is managing the energy of the lovers, but from a physical perspective, this could look like that, someone wants to come in and give you some information. Oh, babe, I've got this great new idea, or the situation is coming up. The Hangman in the reverse position sort of feels like, I've done all the research on this. I've crossed all the T's. I've dotted all the I's. It looks good, but this is a conversation point that needs to be hammered out just a little bit. Therefore, what it looks like from a work perspective is, I feel this is more your energy that comes in here, or our energy, Virgo energy that comes in here, where we're trying to take a look at, does this make sense? And we're really just running through all the numbers. We're running through the process when it comes to this day on Thursday, okay? Let's take a look at what we have here on this space. Oh, I already knew that. Capricorn again, Justice in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. Okay, so let's talk about what this looks like. Capricorn, Libra, Venus, Libra, Taurus. Okay, so you could be dealing with one of those other individuals that are going on here. Somebody needs to release themselves from something that's no longer supporting them because it doesn't work anymore, right? So if this is not a good idea for all people that are involved, someone's saying, especially with the Empress being in the reverse position, you're chasing this and this isn't the right investment to make. This is a very heavy day for a lot of people, and Spirit says that we're going to clarify that, and I will with a different deck. Let's continue to move forward here. The Knight of Swords energy, this information, this contract, this piece of detail that you need to know about here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Tower, Mars energy in the reverse position. So whatever this information is, when the Tower shows up in the reverse position, in the most cases it means this Mars, very specifically, it could be aggressive. Okay, it could be drive and determination, but can also be a little bit of extra. Like people could be super, super extras when this combination is coming forward here. But sometimes it means that we're trying to share some information with you, and I'm going to use the word investment again. This is the right reason to do this so that you don't have a negative future. That's the words that are coming to me. Like you're avoiding a negative situation by listening to what this person has to say. So that would pull you back down. There's conversations and researches that have to be dealt with here when you get towards this weekend. Let's look at this Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, now you have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay. Followed by the Knight of Cups. Okay. We really have to make decisions about what's taking place with finances here for the right reasons. Everyone's trying to get on the same page here. Everyone's trying to get on the same page. And we like that. Okay? We do like that. And whatever this benefit is with this Knight of Cups coming in, it is the White Knight, right? We're talking about bringing things a little bit more into harmony and settling everyone's emotions, like getting everyone back to good, especially if it's gotten a little bit crunchy here for people. So yeah, that's what's going on here. Now let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles again. We're looking at this from Taurus's perspective. How can I make this harvest work? And see, this all boils back down to the situation here. So we are going to leave this because this is Pluto. It's about the information that comes to you. Judgment and the Death card are both Scorpio, Pluto planetary energy. But we're going to do a clarifier here because it's important. Let's take a look at what's going on with the Love of Lovers, and then let's take another card that takes place here. What are we asking Virgo to pay attention to specifically on Wednesday, Thursday? Thank you. What's the highlight here? Wow. The Magician in the reverse position. Wow. Mercury, Mercury. Listen, there's a potential that you could be hearing some Shinola show up here this week. Okay? Or that you're dealing with someone else that has Mercury very heavy in your chart. Could be dealing with another Gemini, could be dealing with another Virgo, or that has a lot of placements. But the other thing that shows up this week, like I said, when Mercury moves into Aquarius, it changes the conversation for everyone. So you have to be watching out for the fact that the way people talk, communicate, send emails, whatever the case may be, is going to be different. So you're just going to need to put your guards up just a teeny tiny bit. Just a little bit. Let's see what we have. At the end of the day, it does look like it's going to try to work itself out, but Ace of Cups in the reverse position. Holy. So we don't want to spend too much time, energy, and effort here. When the Ace of Cups is in the reverse position, it's like indicating you're pouring way too much time, energy, and effort into whatever the situation is. If somebody needs to make a decision about freeing themselves from a work position because it's not balanced or they're not making enough money, that's fine. The conversation that comes in with the Empress is we need to recognize that this is no longer emotionally fulfilling. Okay, they said keep going. Where do you want me to go? They want the Justice card here. So, okay, so Libra could be very important. You might need to go take a look at the Libra reading. Yeah. Scorpio for sure, I would recommend. Oh, wow. Now you've got the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. So this is good. This is good. This is about receiving some information to assist. This is really thoroughly having that deep conversation. This is Cancerian energy. This is also Moon energy. It could also be very heavy Scorpio energy because the King and the Queen can be interchanged between that super deep energy. And I already told you that the energy for these couple of days is going to be crunchy when the Moon goes into Pisces, okay? Which is Neptunian ruled. Let's get the Seven of Pentacles with the Lovers. Is that it? Yes, they said that will be sufficient. Okay. Whoa! Flew right off the table. And we have the Nine of Swords energy here. So there is a progression, 8 of Swords into the 9 of Swords, but it is in the reverse position. So what that means is that we're going to be releasing any of those anxieties or the challenges that are going to be coming up here. And basically by the end of this weekend, this Knight of Wands that's in the reverse position here is allowing us to just take a break. Okay, so the Knight of Wands in reverse is meaning that we may not move forward with this person that's presenting us with this third-party information. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy, bringing this all back to jump here. So pay attention to what shows up on Monday. Okay, there are 8 transits. This is a heavy energy week, period, end of discussion. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday are the heaviest energy days of all the days. So there's a piece of information that you're going to know about here. Going to retreat, meditation, however you got to do what you got to do, and receive the information from your spirit team. If you have some confusion, because it could affect the decision that you're making, okay, we're trying to reground ourselves here. Okay, let's go in with the spirit of Chinese New Year. We're going to bring in our dragon cards for the Dragon New Year here in 2024. The Wood Dragon. Ooh, we're in the middle of something here. So yeah, the Magenta Dragon enables you to bring forward your soul's wisdom, awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. So this is no joke. Some of you, like I said, these are all blessings. The issue that comes in with the Seven of Cups is that sometimes you don't know which is the first thing that you're supposed to do. You start with 1 and then you go to 2. So we'll just go into meditation and make sure we're picking the right first step, okay? Let's grab your energy card here. And let's see what else we have. Energy for our Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Very full reading. Appreciation. The attitude of gratitude always brings your elevation up whenever you have appreciation for yourself, appreciation for your partner, appreciation for what it is that you're trying to do for yourself. When you understand, and remember I said the triggers are going to be, why are you doing this and who are you doing it for? Why are you doing this and who are you doing it for? That is directly going to be in Virgo all week long, period, end of discussion. And then, like I said, when you get to Sunday, it's going to really come to a head if you haven't already started to break it down just a little bit, okay? Appreciation for self, appreciation for what you have, the attitude of gratitude, but please make sure that you're giving yourself time, energy, and effort because you're important and you don't need to be expending all of your emotional energy, okay? You just don't. Save some. All right, let's go on to your numerology card for this week, Virgo. Wow, this is going to be an important week. Spiritual career comes in. Okay, so this has 2 meanings to it. First of all, This is the energy of 6, and it's indicating that something could be showing you that there's something that's out of balance this week. So you want to pay attention to the energy of 6, or where the 6s are showing up in different flashes of awareness for you this week, okay? Leo energy, Virgo energy, this is about you as the 6th sign as well, pushing you towards making sure that you're looking into your meditation. Spiritual career. Just because it's in the reverse position, I will give you that reading. It means that some of you that have spiritual businesses potentially might need to maybe make some adjustments when it comes to how you're putting services together so that it's making more sense from a financial perspective. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy, done. We're done with that decision. We're going to adjust something that I'm doing here. Others of you, it's indicating that you are avoiding getting some sort of spiritual help, assistance, even a healing. So you're going to want to pay attention to that, okay? You'll know if it's for you because it's going to make sense immediately after I've said it. Do not try to make a situation fit, okay? And let's get in your angel card reading for our Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And the angels want to tell our Virgos what? Ooh. 2 cards. First one, raise your vibration. And prepare to cut the cord. Now, for me, some of this is that they're asking me to read it both ways. Some of you have gone through and done some cord cutting. Hooks, cords, attachments, all that stuff to people, situations, all that stuff. However, you've cut the cords. You have to make sure that you're building some things back up and maintain your vibration. So all of this to me goes together. Some of you may need to realize that you have to cut the cord still, and that is the way that something is showing up, not the fact that you aren't recognizing that spirit is supporting you. But if you're in your head and you're telling spirit what to do, that never works. I want it and I want it now. No, we have to let some things take place first. So not negative, guys. It is going to be a busy week for you. You don't have any main planets, like I said, except for those asteroids that are coming in, but Mercury is doing Mercury. Okay, so pay attention to all communication that comes into you this week. I wouldn't stress yourself out about it, but I definitely would spend time going into meditation this week because that's what the universe is trying to tell you. All right, we got something to share with you that's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to be good. But focus. Here we go. The vitality, the energize your whole being is basically, I feel energized, I feel healthy, I feel well. Okay? So this rhombic dodecahedron that's here is the natural shape of a garnet crystal. In case you didn't know that, this is what garnet looks like as it's dug out of the ground before it's smushed or polished or anything else. It also is the stone of life, life force, and vitality, hence the name on the card. So they're saying, listen, some things are going to go down this week, okay? We need to make sure that you're at your physical prime. Take the time to walk, ride a bike, go take a swim. Make sure that you are doing meditation and or yoga, okay? Spend time with your friends and your family and laugh. Appreciate that whatever the decision is that you're doing in that 5th house of joy and exploration and all those things that comes with it is being balanced, okay? Not spinning your wheels and spending too much energy in one spot. So make sure that you are giving yourself allowance for clearing all of your chakras, cutting hooks, cords, and attachments if you haven't done it. That's going to assist you in raising your vibration, and Spirit's going to want to help support you within that physical body, grounding that energy a little bit more. So your crystals can be garnet. You can also use ruby. You can also use the pair of Shiva Lingam. One is female, one is male. You can also use cuprite. You can also use pyrite in order to assist you in grounding those different energies. I hope this has been helpful. Do all the YouTube things. Share, like, subscribe, comment. I love all of that. Look to the other signs for readings. And if you need additional support, you can book a personal session with me in the description box below. Otherwise, have a great week, Virgo, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye!